Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. If you're new here, my name's Emma, and if you're not new here, you have not seen me do this video idea before. I feel like normally I stick to the same types of videos. I do my monthly wrap-ups, I do my TBR videos, I'll do reading vlogs. But I am going on vacation next week, and I decided I wanted to do like a mini TBR specifically for what books I was gonna take on vacation. And I was trying to think of a way to make this video a little bit more fun than me just picking random books. So instead, I'm going to have a color wheel generator choose the books I read. So the way this is gonna work is I'm gonna spin the color wheel, and then whatever color it lands on, I have to find a book that is that color. This could be like the whole cover's that color, there's font on there that's that color, or even if there's just a small little thing that's that color, I'm still gonna let that count because my goal is to take books that are currently on my monthly TBR to my vacation. If you guys are interested in knowing the whole TBR for the month of July, I do have that posted on my channel right now, and you can go check it out to see kind of what my priority options are. But there are some other books I'm really excited to get to, so I didn't want to limit myself to saying just whatever color it lands on is the primary color the book needs to be. It can't be too specific because I do really want to get to the books on my current TBR, also some new releases I'm excited about, and just summer books in general. I'm gonna be at the beach and feel like nothing is better than reading a fun summery read while you're on the beach. Now the problem here that I've been wondering is how many books is too many books to take on a 5-day vacation? Because my delusion tells me I could get through like 4 books, but there's literally no way that's gonna happen. I wish I was good at being a beach reader, but most of the time I'm a beach sleeper, or I'll get distracted from my book and not actually read. So the amount of downtime I'm gonna actually have to read while I'm there is gonna be limited. However, I am flying, so I know I wanna have at least one good plane read, and then maybe I'll pick 3 more, and I feel like 4 is still too much. But you know, I gotta have options while I'm there. I don't know what I'm gonna be in the mood for. So maybe we'll pick 1 plane read and then also 3 other options so that I can have something to choose from and mood read while I'm there. If you guys have watched my videos before, you may notice that I'm not sitting in front of what my normal background is for sit-down videos. I prefer to film sit-down videos in front of my other shelf, which is on the other side of the room. But to be completely honest with you guys, you can't even walk in that part of the room because the amount of stuff I have on the floor. And it's not because I'm messy, it's because I am moving. Honestly, I feel like I just need to give you guys a life update, and if you don't care about this, you can skip a little bit ahead in the video. I'll try to put a timestamp of when I actually start picking the books, but this feels necessary. No one asked for it, but I have a lot going on right now. So thing number 1 is that I am moving soon. My fiance and I signed the lease on an apartment, and we're moving in very soon. At the same time, we're about to go on vacation, and from the time we arrive back from vacation to the day we move in, we have a day and a half. So basically, we have to be completely packed and ready for the most part to move into our new apartment before we leave for vacation. On top of that, my fiance Bryce coaches a baseball team in the summer, and they do travel tournaments that are out of town. We live in Lexington, Kentucky, and this upcoming weekend, they have a tournament in Nashville, Tennessee, which is like 3-ish hours away from here. We leave Monday for our vacation. He doesn't get back from Nashville till Sunday night. On top of that, we booked last minute flights. The rest of his family who we're going on this vacation with are driving, and our last minute flights didn't allow us to have a lot of luggage. We each get 1 personal item. So we have to send our luggage with his family because they're driving down there. I feel like this isn't making any sense, but basically this Thursday, my fiance leaves to go to Nashville. He gets back Sunday night, we fly out Monday morning. His family is leaving to go to the beach before us. They're leaving Thursday, the same day that Bryce is leaving for Nashville. So basically, we're trying to pack up my house to be able to move to our new apartment while also packing our stuff for Florida that has to be sent in the car with his family 3 days before we fly out. I feel like I'm not making any sense, but basically a lot of packing is happening right now. I'm trying to sell some of my old decor stuff on Facebook Marketplace. Literally the entire floor is covered with stuff. And even then, I feel pretty behind on packing. On top of that, we're planning our wedding, which is super fun, but it is pretty stressful. And I'm fortunate enough to have a job that I'm working during the days. Thankfully, it is remote, so that allows me some time flexibility to work when I want to work. But basically, all my life has been lately is work all day, pack and wedding plan all night, and there's really been little to no rest. I'm kind of losing my mind over here. On top of that, if you guys have seen a lot of my recent videos, you may know that I've been kind of in and out of being in a book slump, which for some reason every year in like the June and July time frame, I tend to get in a reading slump. Usually I have more free time in the summer, so that doesn't really make sense as to why, but this summer I am really busy, so that kind of adds to the slumpiness. And I know once I get back from vacation and we are moving, I'm gonna have even less time to read, so I really want to get through as many books leading up to vacation and while I'm on vacation as possible. I'll stop rambling about my life now and let's get into the color wheel, picking the books I'll be taking with me on vacation. So like I said, I'm just gonna spin it, and then whatever color it lands on, I have to find a book that the cover is either that color, the font's that color, or I'll even accept it if just that color is slightly on the cover in some way. Okay, we got orange, and I can't think of any orange ones off the top of my head. Thankfully, I have my trusty TBR basket over here, so I'm gonna see what we have. Oh, I see. I already know what I'm gonna do. And this is a book that for some reason I've been putting off. And I think I said in another video that I think I'm putting it off because I don't want this series to be over, but I think this might be a sign that I need to read it. And that book is Saving Six by Chloe Walsh. Now you might be thinking, there's literally no orange on that cover. However, the spine is about as orange as it gets, so I feel like I want this to count. This is a pretty long book, but when I read Binding and Keeping 13, which are also pretty long, I kind of flew through those really fast, so I'm hoping I'll have the same experience with this one. And I just love this story and these characters, and I'm really excited to learn about Joey and Aoife's story, which is what this book is about. And I just love the Boys of Tommen series, and I need to just stop holding off on reading it and finally dive back into this world. And I know I said I wanted like fun summary reads. This is definitely not going to be that, but it is a romance. It's just a little bit more sad. Let's spin for another. Okay, we got gold. I was gonna say I feel like gold means yellow, but on the color wheel there is actually an option for yellow, but I don't really think I have many gold books, and there is a book that, again, kind of cheating, but I think I want to use it for this, and that is Heartstopper Volume 4. I have flown through volumes 1, 2, and 3. I'm obsessed with this series and with these characters. If you guys don't know, these are actually graphic novels, which I hadn't really read anything like since maybe like elementary, middle school, but I was shocked by how invested I got in these characters' lives, and it's just so wholesome and sweet. And this one actually would be a really great beach read because they're easy to fly through, they're easy to be engaged in, and they just give me like the giddy, happy butterflies when I'm reading it. And the reason I'm counting this for gold is because the title is in yellow and the spine is in yellow, and since I don't really have any true gold books, I feel like this can count. What do you guys think? Also, Nick in this story totally gives golden retriever energy, so that's just like another reason why I'm gonna make this count. And I definitely think I will get to this one and finish it because I've been wanting to pick it up and continue this series so bad. Okay, we have the first two books. I'm gonna pick the next two. There's one book in particular that I am praying I get and can make work, so fingers crossed that I get something that allows me to choose that book. Let's spin again. Okay, we have white. This is interesting because I don't have many books where like the legit cover is white, but I feel like a lot of books, the font of the title is white. So let me look at my options. We could do Honey by Isabel Banta. This is on my TBR currently, and I've really been wanting to get to this. This was one of my book of the month picks, and I believe this is kind of like a coming of age story about a rising pop star, and it's set in the 90s, which sounds super intriguing to me. The Bridge Kingdom is also on my TBR right now, and there's not really any white on it, but the author's name is white on here, and so far I haven't picked any fantasies to take on this trip. But the one that I was really hoping I would get from this and be able to take with me is Reckless by Lauren Roberts, and as you can see, the title is white, the blurb at the top is white, and the author's name is white. as well as on the spine. Also, this is just the dust jacket. I already took it off because I thought I was going to start this book already. At the time of me filming this book has been out for over a week, which is shocking that I haven't started it yet because I have been loud and proud in saying that this was one of my most anticipated reads for the year. I think I literally even said in a previous video that the second this book comes out, the second I have my hands on it, the second I touch it, I will be opening it up and reading it right then. And I have not done that. One, because I've been so busy. Also, like my reading slump, I just really wanted to be in the right mood to read this because I'm predicting that this will be a 5-star read for me. I absolutely loved Powerless. And the biggest reason why I wanted this book for vacation, when I read Powerless, it was actually a plane read for me when I was going to Florida. So back in the fall of 2023, I picked up Powerless for the first time on a flight to Florida, binged like the first half, and then on my flight back, I binged the second half and absolutely fell in love with it. And ever since then, I've been waiting for this book to come out. I feel like how symbolic would it be to be reading part 2 on another flight to Florida? So I think I'm gonna choose this one and have it be my plane read. I think I'm gonna fly through it and I'm really hoping I love it. And honestly, I'm shocked and appalled with myself that I haven't picked it up and started it yet. We have one last book I need to choose to take with me, just have some options, but I promise I won't go over 4 because that would literally be delusional. It's crazy enough that I think it's okay to take 4 books, but I support my own delusions in this, so I'm gonna pick a 4th one just for fun, but also I never know what mood I'm gonna be in or what I'm gonna want to read, so I gotta have options with me, right? Let's spin this one last time. Okay, it landed on orange, and since this is my video, my rules, I'm gonna spin again simply because we already got orange and I want to have some variety and choose another color. Okay, we got black, which literally would have been perfect to choose Reckless because the majority of the cover is black. Let me see what my options are here. Okay, The Wishing Game would be perfect. It's majority black, and this is on my TBR for the month, so I do need to get to it. I just looked at my other options, and I feel like this is going to be the best bet because it's the only one on my current TBR that I haven't read yet that has a majority black cover. I'm sure I have plenty of other books with black covers or black writing, but this one makes the most sense because I am trying to get through my July TBR. So all 4 of these books look a lot less rainbowy than I thought they would, especially considering this was a Color Wheel picks my reads. But I think that we have a really great lineup for my vacation books. Hopefully in some crazy world, I am able to finish all 4 of these. More than likely I won't, but like I said, I do want to have options, and I feel like all of these would be fun vacation books, even though I didn't really get any summary ones. Reckless is definitely what I'm most excited about. This is going to be my airplane read, and hopefully I finish it before I land back in Kentucky. Heartstopper Volume 4, I'm so excited for. I think this is gonna be like the perfect beach read and I can just fly through it. So far, all of the Heartstopper books I've read in one sitting, and I think the last one I finished in under an hour. So I have high hopes for this, and I'm just excited to like learn more about Nick and Charlie, and I could go on and on about how wholesome and sweet this series is. Then on the total flip side, we have Saving Six, which I know is gonna be sad. I know it's gonna be broody and moody, but that's what I love so much about The Boys of Tommen. These are really emotional romances. They just hit the heartstrings, and I think I'm finally ready for Saving Six to happen to me and for me to experience this story. And then we also have The Wishing Game by Meg Schaefer. This was a book of the month box pick for me. I honestly don't really know much about this. I've heard it's kind of just general fiction, maybe some romance in there, but the biggest thing I hear about this book is that it's so wholesome and sweet and just kind of feel good, and I also feel like that type of read would be really fun on the beach in the sun. So those are the 4 books I'll be taking with me on vacation. Everyone comment below if you think I'm actually going to read all 4 of these, or if I'm not. And if you don't think I won't get to all of them, comment which ones you think I will finish on vacation, because by the time you're seeing this, I will actually already be at the beach. And yeah, I'm really excited. We have some great picks. I'm gonna be able to knock some more books off my current TBR and also get around just to other books I'm super excited about. If you guys would want to see more videos kind of like this in the future, where I do other fun things to pick, like a weekly TBR or things like that, aside from just my normal monthly TBR jar videos, let me know in the comments, and I would love to do this because sometimes when I get around mid-month, I get to the point where I know I have all these books I want to read, but I just don't know which ones to pick off my TBR. So this not only would be helpful for me, but if you guys liked watching this, let me know, and I definitely will make more videos like this in the future. I have also linked my TikTok and Instagram in the description below. My Goodreads is also there if you want to follow me on any of those platforms to keep up with what I'm reading and what I'm doing. Check out the other videos up on my channel now and stay tuned for future videos like my moving vlog that is coming very, very soon. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe because it would really, really help me out, and that's all for now. Bye, guys!